Hi there. Thank you so much for tuning into Fab Trends by Mia. I appreciate you stopping by. Top 10 best-selling designer fragrances for women. Let's get into it. Right. Opening the show is this beauty from Dior, and this is one of Dior's best-selling lines, and this is Miss Dior, and this is Blooming Bouquet. And Blooming Bouquet, gorgeous. You know how beautifully pink, delicate that juice looks? Richly, that's how the fragrance smells like. It's a very feminine floral bouquet, and you've got some mandarin at the top. It's got some citrusiness to it as well. You've got some mandarin as well. There's some roses there. You've got jasmine, there's ylang ylang, you've got Caribbean, and you've got bergamot as well. You've got some peony, there's white musk, and it's just a beautiful, gorgeous fragrance. And obviously this is a flanker. There's quite a few flankers in the line, and they've just released another new flanker from the line, which I actually have, so I may speak about that soon with interest. So this is the Roses and Roses, one of the latest flankers, and that's how it looks. So we've got that. So in this line, Dior, a very successful line, and obviously the house has gone on to utilize that success to their advantage. They've had a range of fragrances, and this one, compared to the original Miss Dior, is very different. This is more floral, it's more feminine, it's just gorgeous. I love it. A floral bouquet. Blooming Bouquet, as the name suggests, gorgeous feminine floral, one of Dior's best sellers. Moving along, that was number 10. We come to number 9, and at number 9 we've got Flower Bomb. Oh my goodness me, do I need to even introduce this beauty? Flower Bomb. This is probably Viktor and Rolf's best-selling female fragrance, if I'm not mistaken, but it is a bestseller, one of top 10 best-selling fragrances in the world, and for a good reason. This is a Floral Explosion, and this is a gorgeous fragrance. I've spoken so many times about this, and if you watch me, then you've seen a lot of designer lists I've done, be it my winter fragrances. This is always there. It deserves the place. It's a gorgeous floral, and the listed notes in this one, you've got some jasmine, there's some vanilla, there's rose, there's saffron, you've got pink pepper, there's mandarin, bergamot, amber, patchouli, you've even got olives in there, so you've got a lot going on. There's that tea as well, and there's some Cashmerian, just gorgeous stuff. And for me, this is a gorgeous vanilla floral, beautiful oriental fragrance. And this is a fragrance I feel can be worn by both men and women. I don't see gender in fragrances, and I feel like this one a man can pull, a confident man can easily pull this one off. So Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf at number 9. Moving along, we come to number 8. At number 8 is one of Guerlain's best-selling fragrances, and this is Mon Guerlain. Yes, I was talking about this beauty not long ago. You know why? This is a gorgeous vanilla fragrance. Beautiful. I love this. Look at the packaging. Lovely presentation as well. This is not a very new bottle. This is their older bottles. You've seen this bottle. But anyway, Guerlain, Mon Guerlain, a gorgeous sparkling. This is so beautiful. And the thing about this fragrance, in as much as it is Mon Guerlain fragrance, especially insisting on feminine values, this fragrance does have masculine notes. It's got lavender in it. Yes, you do get some lavender, there's some bergamot, there's rose, there's jasmine as well. You do get some sandalwood, there's tonka bean, there's patchouli, and you get, yes, the sambac jasmine and that vanilla. And for me, this fragrance is usually the... This is gorgeous, you guys. A moment for Mon Guerlain. Yes, this is hugely vanilla, lavender. Oh my gosh, the jasmine, it's just gorgeous. I love this fragrance. And that was Guerlain at number 8. Moving on, we come to number 7. At number 7, this is a fragrance I recently spoke about in my previous countdown video. So this is obviously from the house of Marc Jacobs. Yes, oh my goodness me, I love this fragrance, and obviously I've got a very strong scent memory attached to this beauty. What am I talking about? This is a fragrance, yes, I'll tell you the notes. In the listed notes, you've got some champagne. Did I give that away already? Yes. There's bergamot, there's orange blossom, you've got honeysuckle, you've got gardenia, there's hortensia, which is from the family of hydrangeas, and you've got amber, there's saffron, and as well there's vanilla. And to my nose, this is just a luxurious, sophisticated, gorgeous. It's so unique. It's got that champagne fizziness to it as well. Just gorgeous stuff. What am I talking about? Of course, if you didn't guess, this is Marc Jacobs Divine Decadence. And again, you will find that a lot of these fragrances on this list, they've got quite a few flankers in the line, because obviously, as we know, especially designer houses, when they get a successful fragrance, they tend to make a lot of flankers just to utilize on that popularity. And obviously Decadence is no stranger to that. There's a few flankers, and this is a flanker. I think this was the second flanker from the line actually, and this is Divine Decadence, and it's just a gorgeous, I feel like this is a more youthful approach on the original. So I love Decadence, and of course the stunning packaging. It's like a bag, you've got a tassel going on, just gorgeous stuff. So Marc Jacobs Decadence at number 7. Moving along, we come to number 6. Oh, it's getting so hot in here. So hot. I wanted to it's getting hot. This list is getting hot, you guys. Moving along, we come to number 6. And at number 6 is a fragrance that's so bold. And I believe this is the first fragrance from the house of Tom Ford. This is his first fragrance and the first line. And this is a flanker again, because like I just said, successful lines, you get it, you get the picture. Anyway, this is a flanker on the original, and this is, what am I talking about? It is Black Orchid. And the first fragrance from Tom Ford, and the most successful line from Tom Ford as well. This is Black Orchid, and I have the EDT version. The EDP version, the original, is just as beautiful, of course, a bit more bold, and this is more youthful and slightly lighter, I would say. And this fragrance, it's bold, it's daring, it's sensual, it's confident. It's just a gorgeous fragrance. You have to love Black Orchid. And stunning presentation. Look at how sleek it is. And this is obviously the EDT. So in this fragrance, again, we've got the listed notes. It's a gorgeous, you've got that trifle and vanilla, just gorgeous stuff. The listed notes in this one include the black trifle, you've got ylang ylang, there's bergamot, and as well we've got black currant. There's also some Black Orchid, obviously, and this is, I believe, an accord that Tom Ford created himself. And we've got tuberose, there's also some fruity accords, and as well we've got some lotus woods, and there's patchouli, there's vetiver, there's sandalwood, there's vanilla and incense. You can see why this appeals to me. I love a lot of the notes listed, and they blend beautifully, and it's just unique, it's just gorgeous, it's bold, it's sensual, there's so much depth to this fragrance. What's not to like? And for a designer fragrance, this is up there. Like, you can see why it's a bestseller. Moving along, we come to number 5. At number 5, and it's the only fragrance which I do not have a bottle of at the moment, and this is from the house of Mugler. So Angel Muse, and I've got a sample of it. I've actually got a few samples of this one, and you can see why. And I've said this before, sometimes I end up with some fragrances, I end up getting so many samples such that I don't need to buy a bottle. And Richie, this is again what's happened with this one. So I've got still some new samples. So this is Mugler, Angel's Mugler, and obviously the bottle looks like. So you watching are probably very familiar with it. And anyway, I've got more samples here. Angel Muse, and oh my god, this fragrance is gorgeous. And you know me, I love gourmand fragrances, and this beauty delivers. It's got some ouds to it, and it's got that coca, and then it's got some coffee. It's just a gorgeous. You've got some the creaminess to this. And you know what's strange? I think I pick up a vanilla. I looked up the notes. It's not listed, and I haven't seen anyone mention vanilla. Is it just me? I get a lovely creamy Nutella vibe, like, you know, lovely chocolatey chocolate, oh, hazelnut, which gives it that creaminess, gorgeous. But I feel like there's vanilla, and it's lovely, warm. It's just gorgeous stuff. If you haven't sampled this, I highly recommend you check it out. If you love gourmand fragrances, it's got a bit of hoodness going on. It's got that Angel DNA as well. Just gorgeous stuff. You can see again why they've had so many flankers in the Angel line. To be honest, I can't even keep up with the amount of flankers in this line. Like, it's crazy. There's too many flankers, and you know, you get to a point where you're like, okay, enough. I don't know how different is anything new gonna be, because they just carry on releasing flankers. You get one for the summer, for the winter, for spring, all the time. But this is a gorgeous fragrance, and the listed notes in this one include pink pepper. It's not a lot of notes listed actually. You've got pink pepper, there's grapefruit as well. It's gorgeous. And then you've got hazelnut cream, and there's that coca. And you know, the hazelnut and coca, how it mixes beautifully. You almost end up getting like a chocolatey creaminess to it, and it also gives it that, I don't know what mixes, if it's the coca and the hazelnut, they create almost like a chocolatey, vanilla vibe. But in the base, you do get some vetiver and patchouli. And if you're thinking coca and hazelnut cream is just going to make things too gourmand, don't worry, check it out, because the vetiver and the patchouli really tones things down. Like, it just levels, evens things out. It's a gorgeous mix of the patchouli and the hazelnut and the coca, and they work beautifully together. Not too sweet, not too heavy, just perfect. A bit of spice, but just perfect. It's perfect. It's beautiful. I love it. So Angel Muse from Mugler. Moving along, and this is again the eau de parfum. Moving along, we come to number 4. Oh my gosh, are we there? We're nearly to the end. At number 4 is a fragrance from the house, which, if I'm honest, I've only got maybe 3 or 4 fragrances from this house, and all the ones I have, I love. What am I talking about? This is, I'll tell you the fragrance. Let's see if you can guess. This is your Mediterranean holiday in a bottle. Summer in a bottle. This is citrusy, just gorgeous. Citrusy, woody, lovely fresh stuff. And this is the notes listed in this fragrance. You do have Sicilian mandolin. By the way, I've spoken about this before, so am I giving enough hints just yet? And you've got bluebells, there's some bamboo, there's jasmine, there's white rose, there's some citron woods, you've got amber musk, and as well there's apple at the top. Did you guess? Yes. This is none other than Dolce and Gabbana, and this is light blue, and this is EDT. So Dolce and Gabbana, a gorgeous citrus fragrance. I can't go a summer without wearing this fragrance. Yes, and I think this is probably Dolce and Gabbana's best selling. It's on the list for best selling in the world. So a gorgeous fragrance, and you can see why. And honestly, for a freshy fragrance, a citrus fragrance, it lasts quite a while. And especially it's a designer fragrance, this performs, it's just gorgeous. The citrusness to this, it's so gorgeous, fresh, makes you want to go outside and just go to, I don't know, an orchard or something and just pick up fresh fruits and just, you know, that zestiness, that lovely citrusy, just, you know, imagine peeling orange or maybe a tatsuma or something, very nice citrusy. That's why it is like richly, I can picture myself on a yacht in the Med. It's free to dream. Right, moving along, we come to number 3. At number 3, this is another fragrance which is actually one of my favorite designer fragrances. I've spoken about this fragrance. If I'm talking about vanilla, it's there. If I'm talking about winter fragrances, it's there. Can you guess? Yes, La Vie Belle from Lancome. Oh my gosh, Lancome's best-selling fragrance as well. It's on this list. So Lancome's La Vie Belle, and this is the original EDP, so Eau de Parfum, and oh my goodness me, that's how much she loves it. Can you tell? Quite a dent in that bottle. La Vie Belle, a gorgeous Oriental vanilla, gorgeous gourmand. I spoke about this not too long ago in my top 10 vanilla fragrances. Just gorgeous stuff in that fragrance. You do get some blackcurrant, there's pear, you get some iris, there's orange blossom, you get some jasmine, there's tonka bean, there's praline, there's patchouli, there's vanilla, and it's just a beautiful gourmand floral fragrance, just gorgeous stuff. Who doesn't like La Vie Belle? And again, this is another fragrance, it's got so many flankers at the moment. I can't keep up. I've got, I think, 3 or 4 of the flankers for success following in this line, and yes, I've got a few flankers from the line, just gorgeous stuff. You can see why it's a bestseller. If you love woody fragrances, gourmand fragrances, vanilla fragrances, just warm, comforting fragrance, La Vie Belle is there for you. Thank you, Lancome, for this beautiful creation. Moving along, we come to number 2. At number 2 is a fragrance which richly the most iconic fragrance on this list, I would say. Yes, what am I talking about? This is the first fragrance from the house of Chanel, and it's been a bestseller for years. Like richly, this fragrance, as I said before, if you don't know about it, this fragrance is richly been an icon for all living generations. Chances are your grandma knows about Chanel No. 5. Their generation wore Chanel. Chances are your mom, everyone watching, every generation has been about Chanel No. 5. And it's still going so strong. It's going to be a century old soon. Next year. Yes. So quite remarkable that from then on to now, it's just as relevant. And this was the first aldehyde fragrance made with notes in this category. So quite groundbreaking. It's an award winner. It won fragrances for all sorts. So Chanel No. 5, an icon. You can see why, because Chanel No. 5 is not even, I think, for most people about the fragrance. It's a lifestyle choice. Look at her, just gorgeous stuff, gorgeous. And this is one of my newer bottles. Yes, I've got a few bottles of Chanel No. 5. This is one of my new ones. It's just a gorgeous fragrance. I don't even need to go into this. I speak so much about this fragrance. You can check out my unboxing videos. I don't know how many times I've done unboxings of Chanel, because every year there is a special edition. I'm there. Fun girl. Unashamedly so. Right, so Chanel number 5, like what have we got in the notes? There's bergamot, there's lemon, you've got neroli, there's ylang ylang, there's jasmine, there's rose, you've got lily of the valley, there's iris, vetiver, sandalwood, we do have some vanilla, there's amber, there's patchouli. So much going on, so much going on. I love Chanel number 5. I'll be honest with you, I don't wear it as much as I should, I feel, but it's one of those fragrances I reserve to wear it on occasions, because I don't feel the need to just leave my house going to Asda and wear Chanel number 5. You know what I mean? I don't feel like going on the school and wear Chanel number 5. I reserve it for more special occasions. Like there are occasions when I'm like, this deserves Chanel number 5. So Chanel number 5, an icon of a fragrance. Right, we've come to the end of the list, and this fragrance at the top, yes, this is the best-selling fragrance. Like since it was released, every single year it's like a bestseller. This is a fragrance that people are buying for themselves. People are buying as a gift because it's just that it's easy to wear, not offensive. It's a fragrance that will be generally loved by the masses. Yes, it's very mass appealing, and that's the only bad thing about it. It's everywhere now, like lots of people wear it, and chances are you wear it, you are gonna meet people that are gonna recognize it, because it's very distinct. It's a very beautiful oriental floral gorgeous stuff. And the listed notes in this one as well, you've got some orange, there's mandarin, there's orange blossom, you've got bergamot, there's mimosa, you've got jasmine, Turkish rose, you've got ylang ylang, and in the base you've got as well, you've got some tonka bean, there's patchouli, opoponax, vanilla, vetiver, we've got white musk. What's not to like? What am I talking about? You must have known this fragrance reigns supreme. She drops the mic. Coco Mademoiselle at number 1. Coco Mademoiselle. Coco Mademoiselle, world's best-selling fragrance. This was a top 10 in no particular order, but number 1 is Chanel. Coco Mademoiselle is at the top. Like, this is a bestseller, and people love it that much. And I feel like this is a fragrance even a man can pull off. Why not? Don't limit yourself. You see a fragrance marketed for women, if you're a man, go ahead, try it. You might just love it. If you're a woman, you see a fragrance you think you might like, just go ahead, try things. You never know. I don't see gender in fragrances. I wear what I like. I'm a bit bored like that. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Yes, hit that button. Yes, turn on all notifications so that every time I post a video, you know about it, because I make videos for you to watch. So it's only fair that you click that button. Yes, keep subscribing and keep coming back to watch. Like, if you've got any kind of feedback you would like me to work on, you want a video request, feel free. If I have the fragrance, even if I don't have, I might go looking for it. So drop me a message and just leave some comments down below. What fragrances from this list surprised you, if any? Do you like any of the mentioned fragrances? Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you soon. Take care. Bye.